What is going on, everyone? My name is Jack Southall, and of course it's time for the Raw review for September 21st, 2015. Pretty okay show. There were some good bits in it, and there were some bits I really didn't give a shit about, but let's not muck about, let's get right into it. And we open up the show with the Wyatt family. Pretty interesting way to kick off the show. And so we pretty much have them in the ring, and they talk about how they won last night, and how he tried to warn Roman Reigns with his words, but apparently he didn't speak loud enough, and they weren't able to hit hard enough, and Reigns was an idiot if they thought he could outrun his destiny, and that he reached out to Mount Olympus, grabbed the golden idol by the throat, and brought it to its knees, and Wyatt seems ready, should have listened when they had all fallen down. Roman Reigns comes out, he's had enough of it, and he says it's not about him, it's about him and Bray Wyatt and all that stuff. And then he tells Luke Harper and Braun Strowman, get out of the ring, me and Bray Wyatt's going to fight. Bray tells him, back off, we'll go. And they have a brawl inside the ring. But of course the other two have to get in there and help out Wyatt. But then Dean Ambrose comes out to even the odds a bit. But then Randy Orton appears and helps send all the Wyatt family's members packing. So I thought we would get like a 6-man tag match tonight, but we didn't. We'll probably get one at Hell in a Cell, most likely. Then we get to recap of what happened to Seth Rollins at Night of Champions, and then he's walking to the authorities' office, and then he walks in, and bloody Kane, corporate Kane, is right there. Not in his mask or anything. He's in his stupid suit and all that, and he's got a shit-eating grin on his face, and he's like, Kane, what are you doing here? And he's like, dude, what do you mean? Like, you tried to chokeslam me last night. No, what are you talking about? Like, trying to play it up that it was a completely separate person and all that. He's like, hey, look, Rollins, it's cool, buddy. I'm here for you. Oh, and by the way, you're going to face John Cena for the United States Championship tonight. And Rollins is like, what? And then walks out as Kane shouts, you're the man, Seth, go get him! So he played up this thing where he's trying to support Seth Rollins, but then at the end of the night we eventually know his true relations with this. So we get our first match of the night, the Cosmic Wasteland versus Neville and the Lucha Dragons. We get a Night of Champions kickoff show rematch, hooray. And yeah, pretty fun match, lots of high-flying spots just like the one at Night of Champions, but how this one ended, Neville tried to take Stardust over the top rope with his crossbody block, but Stardust didn't follow him over with that. Kalisto drop kicks him over out of the ring before taking out Connor with the Salida del Sol for the win. And by the way, and Sin Cara also botched in this match, so poor Sin Cara, he can't catch a fucking break, that guy. But yeah, fun match. Oh, great stuff. Then we get to Seth Rollins. He's limping backstage, probably still feeling the effects of last night. And he bumps into Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. He's like, oh, where have you guys been all night? You know, Kane's in your office with the suit and all that. And he's invoked my rematch clause against Cena tonight. And Triple H says, relax. I know what he's saying is true, and he'll face Cena tonight. He should focus on winning back the US title. Steph tells him, focus on winning the title, and they'll worry about Kane later on. And then we get Ryback versus Bo Dallas. Kevin Owens is on commentary, and Kevin Owens, I think it was Bo Dallas, he like grabs the microphone or something, and it's like, he says Ryback didn't lose the title because he didn't believe. Ryback believed he was better than Kevin Owens, but he never will. Believe me. And yeah, he pretty much loses in a kind of match. Ryback wins in his typical fashion, and then Owens, right after the match happens, he attacks Ryback. Owens sends him into the ropes, looks like for a pop-up powerbomb, but no, Ryback hits him with the clothesline, goes for the shell shock, Owens gets off, grabs his Intercontinental Championship, and leaves. So, probably a rematch at Hell in a Cell. Ryback's going to invoke his rematch clause there, which I should have expected, but hopefully it's a lot better than their match at Night of Champions. Not that it was horrible or anything, it was okay, but like it wasn't that good or anything. So yeah, let's hope Hell in a Cell could be pretty good. Then we get, oh yes, the Charlotte Divas Championship Celebration. Ric Flair's out there, and he's like, "Here's my daughter Charlotte," telling her to come into the ring and all that. PCB's all out there, and she pretty much thanks Ric Flair, thanks Becky, and she goes to thank Paige, but then Paige grabs the microphone. He's like, okay, this is all great and all that, but you wouldn't have gotten that if it wasn't for me. And it was like, alright, what's going on? And says, mock Charlotte for her interaction with Flair, and that Charlotte is acting like she was inducted into the Hall of Fame and shit, that she wanted. Paige said she won the title on the first day, and that title reigns end, and Nikki will get a rematch, and that the Divas division will go back to where it was when she gets the title back, and there is no revolution. I'm like, fuck, she's pretty much saying what us fans have been saying for the past month or so, and that Charlotte's just a placeholder for the Divas title. She tells Becky to back off, and that she's the least relevant out of all of them. She thinks Team Bad are all flash and no substance. Summer Rae and Lana are too busy thinking about what guy to ride their dicks on, and pretty much, and that as for Natalya, does she even work here? And as for the Bella Twins, we all know the real reason they're here, and that's all she says. And we all know the real reason is that Nikki Bella and Brie Bella are riding the cocks of John Cena and Daniel Bryan. Well, that's what everyone else is saying. But and Paige says Charlotte wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her old man. And then they look like they're gonna fight, but Paige pisses off. Bella Twins comes out, and Nikki Bella says Paige described her wrong, but that's expected of a classless woman. And then he welcomes Charlotte to her world. Everyone becomes jealous of her. Nikki says Charlotte looks like she can't handle it. And then she says it doesn't get any easier. In fact, starting tonight, it's not going to be easy because she'll lose to her sister. And that's when we get the setup to Charlotte versus Brie Bella. Nikki Bella's on the outside. How this ended, Charlotte catched Brie Bella with a backslide pin for a 2 count. Charlotte blocks a kick and chops her. Charlotte hits a modified neck breaker followed by a spear, and then she looks at Nikki and like, does this remind you of something? So awesome. Grabs the leg, lets out a whoa. That was terrible. Fuck you, puberty. Hits the figure 8 on her, and she taps out like the little bitch that she is. So yeah, that Diva segment. Oh my god, Paige killed it tonight. Charlotte didn't do too bad in this match as well, but Brie Bella looked like a bitch, so that was all good with me. And then we get to Sheamus versus Mark Henry. Sheamus won. Awesome. I don't give a fuck. Sheamus says that as far as he's concerned, he is the world champion. It's just a matter of time. Awesome. Then we get Triple H and Stephanie walking to the office. They see Kane. He says if his leg is all healed up, it's great to be back at work. And they talk about what's been going on. And it's like, you're not putting on an act, are you, Kane? It's like, no, of course not. Like, and they believe him, of course. And so, okay, we want you to be on the same page. And she's needs one thing, puts out a hand, and it's like, she needs to give it back. Puts out a high five, and it's like, no, we want your mask back. And he's like, what do you mean? And all that. And that he can understand they have a big problem since they lost it. Kane smiles and lets him find it before walking off. And Triple H is having out confused, or they're just stupid. Paige is in the back. Natty walks up to her, and Natalya says if anyone knows how it feels to be left out, it's her, and that how she acted was totally unprofessional. And then Paige fires back that she hasn't been around, so who is she to tell her anything? Natalya says that she still works here, and that she has a match against Naomi coming up next, and as a friend she wants to tell Paige the only person standing in her way is herself. So Natty playing the face version of Paige, pretty much. And we get the New Day and Rusev versus the Dudley Boys and Dolph Ziggler. Xavier Woods does not have that ridiculous hair, thank God. And then he holds up this bag with like a little table fragment in it, and it was really funny, and he's saying the medical team had to remove it from my ass crack and stuff like that. And the Dudley Boys are a menace to society, and they need to build a wall around Dudleyville, and they can save the tables together. They should have saved the tables from Sting, poor bastard. Apparently he's like really injured now. That's not good. How this ended though, Rusev got tagged in, Bubba takes him out right hand, Devon gets tagged in, they hit the double team suplex, Ziggler's tagged in, they do the what's up thing, which is pretty cool. Bubba and Devon clothesline Kingston and Big E out of the ring. Ziggler nearly runs into Woods' trombone. He super kicks him off the apron. Rusev then superkick Ziggler, and that's how they get the win. Average tag team match, nothing special here. Then we find out the Dudley Boys are going to face a New Day at the Madison Square Garden show next Saturday on the network. I will be doing a review of that. That's part of Brock Lesnar's Go to Hell tour, which would be really interesting. Then we get Naomi versus Natalya. Alright match. How this ended. Natalya pushed Naomi into the corner, slammed her on her ass. Natty steps on her head, drop kicks her. Then she does a discus clothesline and knocks Tamina off the apron. Sasha distracts Natalya. Naomi connects with the rear view, and they get the win. So the Authority's backstage talking with Rollins, and they ask what their plan is. Steph says that she thinks Kane got all of his aggression out last night, and that he's ready to get back his corporate responsibilities. Rollins says Kane's a lunatic and shit, and that he could slaughter them all. Tripp says that they can handle him, and that they advise him to worry about Cena, and Rollins looks defeated and walks off. So, yeah, the Authorities just throughout the night telling Rollins, calm down, Kane's not going to kill you, he is. That, like, we want you to be fine, go out there and win your US title back. That is not going to do anything for your career. Then we get Cesaro versus the Big Show. And, yeah, the great Cesaro, he picks up the Big Show, but he loses to a little punch for Big Show to win. Nice. Yeah, fuck you, Big Show. The fat cunt grabs the microphone and tells the crowd to boo him all they want, and that they barely register a loud boo, and that Big Show points to Cesaro and says this will be Brock Lesnar next Saturday, and he's going to beat him like he did at Survivor Series 2002. Only Paul Heyman's not going to help you, buddy. And Big Show says he's been in the business for so long because he's a threat every time he gets in the ring. Fuck off. Yeah, Lesnar's going to destroy Big Show in a few weeks, so yeah, that would be fun. Then we get to another Bray Wyatt promo. Luke Harper says that Orton, his voice is in his head, but he does as well because he's a crazy bastard. Wyatt saved him, taught him to learn from his mistakes. Orton hasn't. Braun says he caught a snake once. Good for you. He skinned it and drank his blood. Jesus Christ. It's in a better place now. Wyatt says they all fall down soon, so will Orton. Wyatt snickers before the video flashes away. Yep, good promo. Braun is scary. Seriously, he drank a snake's own blood. I'm pretty sure, hopefully it's not a non-venomous snake. Well, it's a non-venomous snake, otherwise we could have some issues. Then we get to the main event between John Cena and Seth Rollins for the United States Championship. Pretty damn good match for Raw. How it ended though. Rollins went for a Phoenix Splash. Cena rolls out. Cena quickly catches him in SCF. Rollins gets to the bottom rope. Rollins stays on the apron to recover. And then Rollins catches Cena with a kick in the head. But then he goes to the top rope, connects with the frog splash. Frog splash. Cena rolls through, hits the AA, and Super Cena wins Rapadoo, like I expected. Wasn't that upset by it. I know a lot of people didn't like how Rollins always loses to Cena, but he's the US champion. Rollins doesn't need the US title. It's fine. Anyway, Cena celebrates his win by giving a sick child his wristbands, of course, and Rollins is pissed off, as he should. And Kane appears on Titantron. He's like, it's his first night back as Director of Operation, and I advise you to be the best possible world champion he can be, and that Rollins needs to remember there's a lot of people looking to take the title away from him, and that he wouldn't imagine his worst nightmares want the title. And then Kane makes a menacing face. It's like, oh, hey, Rollins, how are you doing? I'm going to kill you. And then, boom, Kane appears from under the ring, of course, like he always does, and drags Rollins by his feet and drags him to the fiery pits of hell. And then JBL just says, that was one weird night. You're damn right it was. So, yeah, that was pretty much Raw. It was okay. Seeing Kane drag people to hell, that's always fun to see. And I enjoyed the whole, hey, I'm Corporate Kane, I'll be fine, and, oh, I'm Demon Kane, I'm gonna rip your face off, kind of style. So I thought it was pretty good, and of course, Paige's pipe bomb was the highlight of the night, in my opinion. So, you know what, I'm going to give this Raw sideways, because even though there was two pretty cool stuff, the rest was just really forgettable. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like if you did. Comment down below your thoughts on tonight's Raw. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more stuff from me. And my Twitter and Instagram is at JackermanLaw31 if you want to check me out on those. And I will see you guys later for whatever video I make. And I'm out in 3, 2, 1.